Yup, what's good? The YouTube video of today is by Dr. Insanity and is titled How Police Captured the Texas Church Assassin. Now, this is a 44 fucking minute video. I won't be talking as much as I usually do, okay? I've been thinking about it. Maybe your boy talks a little bit too much, you know what I mean? I know some of you are like, oh my god! He finally realized! Oh my god! He realized that he yaps too much! Oh my god! Even though he does reaction content, oh my god! Thank God! But yeah, I decided to just not talk as much, you know, man. Let's go. Okay.
Pastor?
To church. Alright.
How are you, sir?
Okay.
We're coming out here.
Inside this church in
that
May,
the police thing?
Texas, locals are gathering to
Okay.
mourn the tragic death of 25-year-old Shantae Blankenship. Somewhere within this crowd is
Oh, she's
Shantae's
beautiful.
killer, hiding in
Ooh.
plain sight.
Bro, coming to the funeral is crazy work, bro. Like, I can't see myself offing somebody, right? Not that I would do that, by the way. I can't see myself offing somebody and then also going there and being like, hey, let me just come in the funeral real quick. You know what I mean? Just because I should. I don't see myself doing that shit, though.
And watching town folks pointing suspicions in all directions.
Has she had problems with anybody?
There's this guy following.
This dude does look kind of crazy, though. I'm not gonna lie. This nigga looks kind of insane, bro. You know what I mean? He looks kind of suspicious.
And we used to have problems because he used to ride around with them and stuff.
Okay.
Whoever it is a pretty sick person and they're still out there somewhere.
True.
I think it's your boyfriend going.
You know,
Wow.
she's a good-looking girl, and that makes me a dirty old man. That's
Yo, Onk, chill. What the fuck? I think she's a pretty looking girl, and because of that, I'm a dirty old man. What? Bro, you just got asked if you know where this particular person in your town got killed, and you led with that to the police officer. Why would you even say that? Yo, lock this nigga up, bro. For me, if I was an officer, he's my prime suspect, bro. I promise you.
I think that's what was said.
As detectives exhaust every lead, the case eventually goes cold, leaving this small community questioning if any one of them might be the next victim. Yet, for over a year, one unusual
Oh, hold on. What's that?
witness sits quietly unnoticed.
Hold on now. I think he's shorted. Hold on. He's shorted. Hold on. Computer. Don't worry, I'm going back. It's taking forever. Don't worry. It's coming. Don't worry. I got it. I'm trying. I can't get it. Fuck. I tried.
Sits quietly unnoticed, holding the
I tried.
answer
I tried. Fuck it.
detectives had been hunting for all along.
No.
The
No.
answer detectives
This police officer right here, he looks like Chad Thundercock, bro. Like, bro. You remember that meme? The one with the fucking hat? And then, like, it was like, boy cam hasn't been on since Nom type of shit, bro. That's really what he looks like, bro. That's legit him. Look at him. That chin. Bro, if it's just a little bit pointier, he'd be him, bro. But the hat and the glasses, for sure. Look, he got promoted. You know what I mean? He got promoted, that's right.
had been hunting for all along.
Okay.
He was so devious and smart. He just didn't know that that was going to be the thing that would finally catch him.
The actions that we're showing on this is, man, you're off the freaking charts.
And here he
Sorry,
is, right in front of us. How did I miss that?
It's May 15th in the small town of May, Texas.
No year?
Nearly 48 hours have passed since 25-year-old Shantae Blankenship mysteriously vanished after going on her usual evening walk. Since then, church volunteers have searched tirelessly for any sign of her, until this Sunday morning, around 11 a.m., when one couple stumbles upon something.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
I have no idea where I'm at. I am in the middle of nowhere. We were looking for Shantae Blankenship.
Okay.
We found her.
Damn.
It's
Okay, stay still, real still for me, okay? I'm gonna try to ping your location.
It's actually the old haunted house is what everybody calls it.
Is she okay? Does she need any medical attention?
Is she alive?
She dead?
She's dead.
Ooh, she is. Fuck.
Oh God.
Okay,
God
got
damn.
everybody headed that direction, okay?
GG's, bro. R.I.P.
Right
Shante.
away, the Brown County Sheriff's Office dispatches 2 patrol deputies to the caller's location, an abandoned farmhouse nearly 25 miles away. Once they arrive, they find Charlie and Jackie anxiously pacing outside, ready to go into detail about the gruesome discovery they had just made inside.
We're just driving around looking for her. They did everybody met at 3 at the church to go look for her, and we were just driving around.
Wow.
We looked at every creek and culvert we could find.
The peel-out marks were already here.
Those over there, yeah.
I've seen those tracks and they pulled in it. They didn't go on through. They were just stopped.
These aren't y'all's?
No, this is the vehicle we're in.
Are these?
That means that if they pulled out, right? If they like legit, if the truck stopped right where that truck is, right? It means more than likely what they did was they did whatever they did, right? That's my theory. They did whatever they did, or they didn't do it yet. They probably tied her up or something, right? They stopped the truck right there, probably reversed it. That way they could just peel out like that, right? And what they did was they took her, they dragged her all the way inside there, or they walked her inside there forcefully. Did what they did, and they peeled out, bro. That's what I'm thinking. That's my theory. Looking by the trucks, bro.
Are those over to the gate?
Detective Sam is on the case, bro.
Probably mine.
Yeah. Okay. Let's stay over here on the rocks and not walk around where there's any footprints.
Yeah.
Don't let them leave there till I get out there, please.
Okay.
10-4, they're waiting for everybody.
To the deputies, this discovery immediately raises questions. The farmhouse sits miles out of town, in an isolated location that many locals don't even know exists. So, while they wait for additional officers to arrive, the deputy begins pressing for answers, trying to understand how this couple ended up here in the first place.
You're true.
How long I guess y'all called immediately when y'all found her?
Oh, yeah.
Which gate did y'all jump?
I walked around the house. I didn't see nothing in there. And I went out to all the outbuildings.
Do what?
I walked around in the house.
I
didn't see nothing in there and went to all the outbuildings.
Yeah.
And I was coming back and that storm cellar there had a bunch of grass knocked down. So I run around and looked and there she is. She's upside down in there. And she is beat.
Damn.
I got a
Yo, they beat her? Fuck.
daughter that age. She's naked as Jaybird. All she got on is that white shirt she was wearing around in Friday.
Only a white shirt?
Fuck in my head and then she's done that. I stay that right now, Fletcher. I took them bastard. Nobody. She hadn't been told him a 9-year-old.
There's an old house back there.
Is she, you know what I mean?
They
or is she regular?
apparently all met up at the church earlier at North Lake, and they were just coming out driving around looking.
Yeah.
She's in a cellar.
Bro, that's sad, bro. Fuck.
I said they were just out looking for places.
That old gray house.
Yeah, I think so. They said they found hair laying out on the ground. They're like, what the heck is that? So they've already picked it up. It's like, that ain't cow hair or anything. And they were wandering around and they found her in the cellar. The gate's locked, so we'll have to cut it. But there's tire tracks that pull in there and then pull straight back out.
Fresh tracks?
Yeah, like today fresh.
Indeed, these are very fresh marks, planting a terrifying thought in the deputies' minds that Shantae's killer could be somewhere nearby, keeping a close eye on the area. Shortly afterward, more units begin arriving at the scene, including the crime scene photographer. And as the deputies prepare to head towards the body's location, they'll soon realize that whatever the couple told them is nothing compared to what they're about to see.
Ooh, for real?
Watch that wire.
I mean, probably
it's on your gun. There you
probably,
go.
probably the boy itself, huh?
All right, here, John. Hold this. I'll step up here and I'll grab the camera and hold it.
The bracelet's laying right on the other side. I'm filming it first.
So there's a little bracelet.
Oh.
Right here on the other side of the gate. He said, yeah, right over there in the middle of that grass. There's one of those wristbands, those little rubber bands like this one.
Oh shit! I'm wearing a wristband.
The way this grass is, right here. like someone's been through it recently or something.
Yeah, you can tell. You can see the chalk marks.
I don't know. Looks like it's been there a little while.
Yeah, it's been there a while, but we'll go ahead and photograph it just in case.
I don't see any blood anywhere, though. I haven't seen drops. I wonder if someone pulled around to the back side of this house where it wasn't as obvious.
Yeah.
What tracks are these, though?
We'll follow the dirt tracks.
Okay. Oh, so they did go straight back. Okay.
The grass disturbed.
Bro, you gotta be a real sick person to do some shit like this, bro.
Yeah.
Like, to off somebody like this. Especially in such a small town where you know everybody knows everybody, bro.
I want to say he said he pulled this metal back. We need to find out, because you can see where there's a path right through here. Man, this grass is still thick. There's not gonna be any prints. This metal right here, we'll need to process probably, or I would say. Here's another pink band right here, John.
It's a legit homicide, it looks like.
There's blood all on that rock right there. Once all your guys get out here, I'm sure they'll want to go through this building and make sure that there's not something inside here either.
Yeah.
On the ground, halfway inside the cellar, lies Shantae's deceased and partially clothed body, beaten so severely that she is almost unrecognizable. Beside her is a broken lawnmower blade stained with blood. Its condition and placement leave investigators with little doubt that they are looking at the murder weapon. All of it, the secluded location, the sheer brutality of the attack, and the way Shantae's body is positioned leave deputies wondering just what kind of a deranged person could have done this.
The nigga still making music?
Following this, Shantae's body is taken away for autopsy while officers clear the abandoned house. Inside, they find trash, empty alcohol bottles, and decay, but no blood or signs of a struggle. The next step for investigators is to speak with the remaining search volunteers. So they release the couple who found the body, instructing them not to tell anyone about the discovery to avoid alerting the killer. But that's easier said than done. Because for Brown County, discoveries like this carry a familiar weight, as the area has been no stranger to tragedy. In 1989, 13-year-old Amanda Goodman was abducted while walking home from school and murdered. 7 years later, in 1996, 30-year-old Juan Laurels was found shot to death beside his burning car. Decades later, both cases remain unsolved. And even more recently, police recovered the remains of 2 missing residents in remote areas of Brown County. So while investigators hope to keep details of Shantae's murder from spreading, in a town this small, news travels extremely fast. And investigators are about to learn that the hard way.
Bro.
And this is the church, North Lake.
We'll check it out after the video, okay?
Because May, Texas is a deeply religious community, the search for Shantae has been organized through the local North Lake Community Church. So investigators head there, but by the time they arrive, the situation has already changed dramatically. A volunteer firefighter has just informed Shantae's family that her body has been found, putting deputies at a significant disadvantage. And as the deputy approaches the church, he's met with uneasy stares from the crowd as he scans the room for any potential suspects.
Okay. All right. I'm just looking. Oh. I'm just making observations.
Oh, appreciate it.
The crowd.
Thank you.
You're not doing what, sir? Okay. That's fine.
What the fuck?
All right, come on.
Bro, officer just like me, bro. I didn't understand a goddamn thing that fucking nigga said, bro. Nigga said, hold on. Like, nigga, what the fuck did you say? You didn't say shit, nigga. God damn.
Hey, folks, could you have your attention just a minute? Folks?
Okay.
Folks?
Oh, shit.
Hello? Ladies, gentlemen.
Damn. They don't give a fuck about this nigga, bro.
If you
no
believe you have information that will assist in this investigation, I ask you don't discuss it with anybody else. I don't want you to mix your notes with anybody else's notes or anybody else's observations. That's important because I want your recollections to be your own. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Pastor? How are you, sir?
You're doing okay.
Doing well, sir.
Thank you for coming out here.
You bet.
While the community may not trust the deputy yet, they do trust Pastor Ron Keener. Having spent nearly 5 decades in ministry and years helping local charities, he knows this town inside and out. And having him on their side could prove invaluable to the investigation. As the deputy continues moving through the church, he notices people beginning to leave. With no legal authority to stop them, he urges Pastor Keener to help gather Shantae's family and those closest to her. But as detectives begin speaking with the people who knew Shantae best, one person quick.
Hold on, wait. Before he says it, right? Okay. She's too old to be the killer, right? She's too old to be the killer. Hold on, don't worry. I'll move my camera. So I'll put my camera in the center so you can see everybody real quick. And I'll put it back, right? Okay. So
quickly
hold on. Wait, nigga. God damn.
But as detectives
okay, there you go. So I think she's too old, right, to be the killer. This person's too old and too fat, right? And she's not like that. You can tell. This nigga looks just like a Discord moderator. So there's that. But this rat face nigga up here, bro. No, he looks like. Hold on. Oh yeah, my bad. You didn't even get to see the second person. Yeah, this person down here, I said she couldn't be the killer because she was fat, bro. But the dude in like the fucking camo shit.
Again, speaking
the
with
dude in the fuck. I was trying to pause it, bro. Fuck. The dude in the camo shit, right? This nigga right here. He looks suspicious as fuck, bro. You know what I mean? I feel like he might be one of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? He might be a killer, bro. Might gotta slam this nigga out just because, you know what I'm saying? Might have to do it, bro. Might gotta do it.
The people who knew Shantae best, one person quickly draws their
Look at his body
attention.
language. He's turned away as well. He's turned away from the officer. He's looking off in the direction. He's doing everything but looking directly at him sometimes. Everybody else was like this, right? He's the only nigga that's like this. Yeah, I didn't really see her like that, me and Shantae, we were really close. And that's type of shit that's type of shit he on, bro. I promise you he's a killer, bro. See, look, I already know it, bro. My nose works, bro. I can't smell a nigga, but I know he smells like cigarettes and fucking tobacco, nigga. I know he's ready to off somebody quick.
Friend, John Adams. And as they sit down with him, his behavior would be nothing like what you'd expect from a grieving boyfriend. But before we get to that, it's worth noting that covering stories like this, you realize just how much people are forced to carry. Fear, trauma, even the day-to-day burden of surviving. Sometimes that weight shows up in other ways too, like debt. Do you feel crushed by debt? Those high interest loans, that mountain of credit card debt, or even the overwhelming medical bills? All that debt that has been keeping you up at night is costing you money every single day you wait to deal with it. But in his PDS debt they're designed to companies you election solutions and the work can help you stay back and saving. PDS because you're free. Sanity. Tom's boyfriend. Sanity. With that said, let's get back to the investigation where Shantae's boyfriend, John, is about to exhibit some behavior the detectives would find highly suspicious.
Okay. My name's John Harper. I'm an investigator with Brant County Sheriff's Office.
I don't get in trouble anymore.
What?
What was that mean?
That's weird.
You told me and Frankie Salazar over one time.
Okay. I was just gonna say, that's a weird thing to say, but I guess he got in trouble with that particular officer before, or what?
No. Now I remember who you are. Yes, now I remember who you are. How long have you been with her?
A little over 3 years, October 17th.
Damn, nice lady.
Okay. How did you and her get along?
How we got along?
Yeah.
I mean, there was times, I ain't gonna lie, we'd argue, but she's not capable of handling things. She has mental problems. She has a habit of yelling and stuff, and I would just try. Sometimes I'd just leave, and then sometimes I could just talk her out and be nice, and she'd calm down. She just has.
See, if I'm the detective, I'm asking, bro. After I'm done with this bitch ass nigga right here, I'm asking the family, bro. Has Shantae ever went there and argue and be rowdy and be mean as fuck and do all that, bro? Has she done all that, like any of that? And they say no, I'm locking this thing up and I'm shooting them, bro. Promise you. But I have to.
She expressed herself different. I mean, like, just sometimes it was like a wall, but like, but she showed me love. You know what I mean?
Despite just learning that Shantae has been found dead, John doesn't ask a single question about what happened to her that night, leaving detectives to wonder if he somehow already knows. At this stage, deputies are looking for anyone who may have had a reason to harm Shantae, and without hesitation, John would point investigators towards another man, someone who had just slipped out of the church the moment the deputy arrived.
Oh, wow.
Anything else has she had problems with anybody?
There used to be this guy, Colin.
Guy where?
Colin.
Yeah. What about Colin Smith?
Colin.
Could you imagine this rat-faced nigga only mentioned Colin because Colin is a fucking actual child, bro? Bro, Colin looks like a child, bro. Hold on, let me move my fucking camera out the way. So you can fucking see it there. Bro. This nigga mentioned the only guy with a fucking non-recessed jawline, bro. It's crazy. Bro, look at this shit, bro. Negative tilt, recessed jawline, everything, bro. He got positive tilt. You can tell behind the glasses either way. Bro, that's a square jawline. Bro, in shape, all that, bro. Bro, it's like, hey. Bro, could you imagine the only reason why this guy even mentioned Colin was because he's jealous, bro? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine they actually broke up, right? And this rat face nigga right here was like, "Hey, I don't like Colin, so I'm gonna just name him." So after I offed my girlfriend, right? I'm gonna just name Colin to get him out the way too, so he can go in prison, so I could be gooning to like photo porn by myself, bro. That's what we on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about Colin Smith?
Well, I mean, we used to have problems because she used to ride around with him and stuff.
See, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do stupid stuff.
I fucking knew it.
Ride around drunk, stuff like that, and I didn't like that. And
bro, he was chilling. My question is, why did you care? I know why he cares. He cares because he wanted her all to himself, and she didn't want this nigga, bro. Could you imagine when he started dating because he did some fucking some backstabbing shit to Colin? He was like, "Hey, don't date Colin, right? Don't date Colin. I heard that Colin fucked every woman in this town, bro." But that's just me, though. That's just me. See, look, me, and I heard that he hates women, bro. Me, a feminist. I read bell hooks. Don't ask me to name a single name. I mean, a single book of hers. But yes, well, I'm a feminist, dog, and because of that, I deserve your punani. So with that said, give me it, please. Like, that's legit the type of shit this nigga fucking this nigga's on, right? I promise you.
Like, I should hang around and stuff, but she pretty much, me and him got into it one time when she came out to the house. And she was drunk there, all drunk. I'm off of work. I mean, I'm thinking, what the hell? And me and her stepdad were out there. And
wait, hold on.
And I never heard much out.
Oh, they were dating, and then she went over to Colin.
And then I've heard off mom, she goes over there. I mean, but it's just something I can't really get myself upset about. And I mean,
true.
But I'm not foolish over.
As John's interview comes to an end, deputies still aren't sure what to make of him. Although he agreed to speak with them voluntarily and remains cooperative, detectives find his behavior oddly unconcerned. For now, John points investigators towards the only possible suspect he can think of, Colin Smith, a man deputies soon learn is no longer at the church. And as the church empties and the night comes to an end, detectives decide to wrap up the interviews and continue the investigation at first light. But when the community finally learns who the killer really is, they would be left speechless that someone they thought they could trust was capable.
I still feel like it's a rat-faced guy, bro.
Of such evil.
I mean, we've got her's been brutally murdered, and here he is right in front of us. How did I miss that? How did I miss that?
The next morning, just as deputies prepare to head back into town, they receive a major update from the forensic team. The initial autopsy results are in. Shantae's cause of death is determined to be blunt force trauma to the head and neck. Her injuries are consistent with the broken lawnmower blade found at the scene. She has no defensive wounds, while bruising on her arms suggests she had been dragged by the elbows. But investigators uncover something even more disturbing. Shantae's body had been violated as she was dying, or even after her death. Male DNA is recovered, giving detectives their first concrete clue about the person they're looking for. And combined with the sheer brutality of the attack, investigators begin to suspect that this was not the killer's first time, and that other victims may still be hidden somewhere. At 10 a.m., deputies make their way into town and split up, interviewing men throughout the area and collecting DNA samples in hopes of identifying the killer. Suspecting they're dealing with a serial killer, they know they can't afford to waste time, as anyone could be a potential suspect. But the terrifying part is that they have no idea which of those encounters will be the one with the killer.
I guess you know why I'm here.
Well, I'm sure it has something to do with Shantae.
Yes, sir?
Yeah.
What do you know about Shantae, sir?
I lived here about 4 years, and she walks up and down the streets every day.
Something was said, and I'm not sure about the source because I was just assigned to come out. Something about, you know, that you had said that you get excited when you see her.
There might have been a comment made to say that, you know.
Bro, this nigga is so freaked out. This nigga is so fucking freaked out, bro. Oh my god, what the fuck? Bro, like, the mere fact that someone knows that you said that is crazy, bro. This nigga is too freaked out. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, bro?
Oh, she's a good-looking girl, and that makes me a dirty old man. I think that's what was said.
What the
fuck? I don't give a shit if you're male and you're gonna look at a young lady and say, well, damn, she's pretty.
Bro.
Yeah, I hear.
You can tell this is like blatant, bro. You can tell this is the South of America, bro. Blatant homophobia just getting thrown out there, bro. Casually, just fucking casually. Yeah, you know, you only gotta be a sissy boy to believe that you can see a pretty woman and not try to talk to her. Do you know what I'm saying, son? Do you know what I'm saying, son? I thought so. You're a good young man, son. Good job, son. Like, type shit. Like, that's what he on, bro. That's what he on.
Somebody reported a dead body hanging in there. And they got on that gate there and it came open with them.
How long ago was that?
Oh, that's been
10 years.
Oh, okay.
And you just seen her and waved to her. You didn't stop and talk to her.
Stop talking to them. I have stopped and talked to her in the past. So she's a good little girl.
You know, there's boys that would, you know, want to be with her, or
I'm telling you, bro, it's a rock-faced nigga. Promise you.
Colin was her boyfriend. You never know, you know.
After speaking with more than a dozen residents, detectives uncover a troubling reality. There is no shortage of men who knew Shantae, knew her routine, and may have had the opportunity to harm her, meaning there are still too many possibilities and no clear suspect. So, in search of a breakthrough, the lead detective contacts Shantae's family and learns from her mother, Michelle, that the last person likely to have seen her before she disappeared was her closest friend, Caitlin. After getting Caitlin's address, detectives drive to her house, unaware.
Is Caitlin pretty too? Is Caitlin also beautiful? Because Shantae's getting a lot of attention. I thought Shantae was the only younger woman in this town so far, bro. Like, niggas were hyping her up that much. It's crazy.
That the woman they're about to meet may hold the key to unraveling the entire case. Because no one in this house knows Shantae better than she does, or the three strange men who had recently entered her life.
Caitlin, we're just trying to get as much information on this as we can. Will you just kind of tell me about Friday? What was she talking about?
She was talking to me about a whole bunch of different stuff. One thing that really got me was she told me her and Colin got back together. Her and her boyfriend, John, talked about how they broke up.
See, I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it, right?
She didn't like him.
I knew John was on some bullshit. I knew it. I knew, bro. See, look, I told you, bro. She wanted this dude. He's in shape. He takes care of himself.
Her and her boyfriend, John.
This nigga John looks to be like a white supremacist, bro. You know what I mean? She ain't even gotta be deeply like involved in politics, bro. This nigga John just does not have aura, bro. Look at him. Look at him. Disgusting.
Talked about how they broke up because she didn't like him. And then said that actually Colin told her to meet him in the shed behind his house.
Hold on, what?
That night.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. Take your time.
And then this guy, he drove by us in Bronco. It's white and red. You know, when you see somebody you think is really creepy, you kind of get this. He looked kind of creepy, and he waved at her, and she was like, "Yeah, that's so and so." He really tripped me out.
That's John,
Caitlin
bro.
points to the three men who may have been involved in Shantae's disappearance. John, Colin, and a third man she can't remember, except for one detail, a red and white Ford Bronco. Once investigators locate the only matching vehicle registered in the area, the name comes back as Bobby Sosa. So with three potential suspects now at the forefront of the investigation, John, Colin, and Bobby, deputies split up and head out to each of their homes. The first team makes their way to Bobby's property, and when officers arrive, they're immediately struck by something unusual. A strong odor coming from inside the trailer.
Hold on.
Hold on. Follow up on everything. I don't think you're being, misleading with us or anything, but just for us to cover anything since the vehicle's in the area, do you mind if we go in your trailer and just make sure everything's okay and there's nobody in there?
Yeah, you can check. There's nobody in there, but it's a mess.
It's just more just to cover all of our bases.
Sure, I mean, I'm saying we did. No problem.
Okay. Any guns in there, anything like that?
No, no weapons.
No weapons?
Maybe a pocket knife here.
That's fine.
Alright. Huh, that's weird. He's pretty cooperative so far. Okay, let's listen some more. He's pretty cooperative. Hold on.
How long you lived out here, man?
Like I said, not even a month.
A month?
It's a mess.
Wow.
That's fine.
Bro, imagine you live somewhere for a month and someone like dies like in that month, bro. Like after you start living there. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Sure, we've been in worse.
Oh, it's carpet?
Not unless you
No
got
wonder why in there smells like shit.
What? Oh, we got plenty of those, man. Porters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, freezer looks like it works good, man.
Runs on propane.
Do what?
It runs on propane.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, as long as we're here real quick, your storage shit right here. Is that cool? Appreciate it, man.
Bro, he's opened up everything for them. He's letting them check everything. It's crazy. I don't think this clears him, bro.
You know the dog bit.
No. That smell?
Yeah.
It comes from the RV and it's on my tanks.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I gotta use that little thing there because I'm out of gas.
Oh, wow.
Go haul it to that place down the street.
Oh, really? You gotta dump it in that and then haul it down there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry about the smell. I'm trying to get everything good.
You're good, man.
Despite the strong odor on the property, which Bobby claims is gasoline, officers fail to find anything that connects him to Shantae's murder. And while officers continue questioning Bobby, another team makes its way to Colin's house. At first, they're prepared to treat him like any other potential witness. But Colin's behavior and his refusal to cooperate would soon shoot him to the top of the suspect list.
Oh, wow.
How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Colin.
You mind if you want to ride with me up to the SO and that? Yeah, and I'll bring you back.
I gotta do it.
Okay, you don't want to go with me?
What the fuck? That's weird.
Ridiculous
That's weird.
that I'm even being looked at. She's got a boyfriend or a husband, John Adams. She's like infatuated with me. She'll just walk up and down.
Did y'all have any type of physical relationship at all? Because some of the people we talked to is that y'all had a relationship at one time. So never. What kind of relationship did she and the boyfriend have?
He'd always pick her up and tell her to go get her home, and he treated her like a dog. And there's a lot of people that are kind of looking at him. I mean, it's
well, he's one of the people I'm gonna have to interview. Are you working anywhere right now?
I do lawn mowing out here.
Okay.
According to Colin, he never had any kind of relationship with Shantae, but detectives are buying it. And when the conversation turns to his job, Colin reveals he works in lawn care, giving him access to the same type of weapon detectives believe was used to murder Shantae. But seeing how defensive Colin is becoming, detectives decide to leave, asking him to come to the station the following day to provide a DNA sample and answer a few more questions. So now, with three key figures firmly on the investigators' radar,
It's between John and Colin. Bobby immediately like ruled himself out as being a suspect with how nice he was being. Hey, do you want to see this? You want to see that? Oh yeah, that smell is from this. It's from that. You can check here. Yeah, go right ahead. Lead them and everything. Here you go. Let me unlock it. Here you go. There's this. There's that. Oh yeah, check underneath there and do it. Like, bro, he was too nice, bro. He was too like involved type shit.
Detectives back at the station begin taking a closer look at each of them, and what they uncover is peculiar, to say the least. John has prior burglary and assault charges and withheld critical details about his relationship with Shantae. Bobby has a previous assault charge against a woman and was known to spend time near the area where Shantae's body was found.
Oh, wow.
And Cullen, while having no known criminal history, has long been the subject of rumors about his violent temper.
Oh, wow.
This is when detectives realize that any one of these men could be Shantae's killer, but figuring out which one will prove far more difficult than they expected.
I'm not gonna lie.
As the day comes to an end, rumors begin spreading throughout the community, and neighbors start keeping a watchful eye on one another. And with Shantae's funeral set for the following day, detectives will be doing the same, watching the crowd for a killer hiding in plain sight.
I've always had this different part of me. It just wants
nothing
but destruction and evil. It wanted to kill somebody.
That's John. See, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I told you about.
Released Shantae's body to her family for the funeral, but not before delivering one final unexpected update. Examiners have discovered unusual markings on Shantae's chest. Markings investigators cannot explain and believe may point to something ritualistic. To make matters even more unsettling, detectives realize Shantae had been murdered on Friday the 13th, a detail that only adds weight to this theory. But with no way of knowing whether the markings are significant or simply a coincidence, investigators file the possibility away as the community prepares to say its final goodbye. Around 11 a.m., nearly 100 churchgoers begin gathering for Shantae's funeral. The church is so crowded that some are forced to wait outside, and among them, patiently waiting, is Shantae's killer. Inside, Pastor Keener leads the service as the family and friends pay their final respects. The ceremony lasts for hours, though a handful of attendees quietly slip away before it ends, including the man responsible for Shantae's death. A short time later, Shantae's coffin is carried to Pleasant Valley Cemetery, where she's finally laid to rest, and despite all their best efforts, police fail to recognize the killer. With the funeral over, detectives turn their attention back to the investigation. They call all three keys.
Because if he went to the funeral and he was willing to be cooperative with the police, and he also went to the graveyard to see her get buried, that kind of clears him automatically. Name it?
Suspects and ask them to come to the station for questioning. Around 4 p.m., Bobby and John are first to arrive at the station, handing over their phones to be searched for potential evidence. And as detectives sit down with both men, it quickly becomes clear that they both have some explaining to do.
Of course, I guess they told you when they got on the phone, they get everything. They get pictures, they get text messages, they get phone calls, all that stuff. All right? And do you delete your text messages?
Yeah. But I was like long places, and they never my phone up there.
No, that's not what these text messages that you deleted. And you know what I'm talking about, because you even told somebody, hey, my phone's going. What are you worried about DNA so bad about?
I'm not worried about it. I just don't like needles. I don't like drugs things like that.
Well, she was like, I don't know why you're so worried about giving DNA.
What do you mean?
She said you were texting her and asked her, well, they want my DNA. Why did they want my DNA?
Sure, whatever.
That's what the text message just said.
Oh, wow.
That's strange.
Hold on.
That's what I'm asking.
Hold on.
I smoke.
Hold on, Bobby.
I just don't want that. It's not all the time thing. I mean, like, I just might go to a friend or something like that.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care if you smoke.
Real, that's not important.
If you smell. I don't care.
I don't care if you become a weed.
I don't care about that. I'm talking about what we got going on right now. And then they find your phone, and you knew we were fixing to look at everything.
Okay.
And then we find the message going, or because they can tell what's been deleted and what hadn't been deleted. And then they look and they like deleted. If you did have something to do with this, you need to let me know now.
I would have told you day one. Okay, if I would have been around anything serious like that, or knew anything, or anybody, I would be.
Or knew anybody that had anything to do with it.
I vouch for you. My parlay has to hit, bro.
If I had anything to help out, I have nieces out there, I have my sister up there.
Okay.
Until we figure out who this person is, I mean, everything's kind of, like you said, kind of on a lockdown because everybody's scared to death right now. Shantae told one of the girls that she was walking with that night that she was supposed to be coming back to meet Colin Smith.
Yeah, that's what we've heard.
Did that make you jealous if she was going to go over there and meet with Colin?
Yes.
Yeah, I ain't jealous, but agitated, but it was still considered in a way that I can't do anything about it. I mean,
okay.
So it wouldn't make you mad if she was hooking up with somebody else? It wouldn't make you mad.
It would, but not to stand this far away. A mother, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I would never do that to that girl. I don't really have much family around here. My dad's from home. Sisters in Dallas.
Well, that would make it even worse, though, because the one person that you care about, if she's sleeping around with somebody else, that would, now the only connection you got out here.
True.
Now just move on.
Upon speaking with both men, detectives notice they appear more nervous than before. That said, they also know both have prior run-ins with law enforcement and could simply be wary of being wrongly targeted. But one detail stands out. Only John appears to have deleted messages from his phone. By the end of both interrogations, only circumstantial evidence remains. So detectives release the men while instructing them to provide DNA samples. Shortly afterwards, Colin arrives at the station, and this time, things would take a very different turn. Feeling as though he may be their strongest suspect yet, investigators immediately ask him to take a polygraph test. And as they sit down with him, it doesn't take long before Colin admits he hasn't been entirely honest with them.
Whoever it is a pretty sick person, and they're still out there somewhere, whether it's a guy or a girl. I mean,
what do you think it's going to take to pass the test today?
To pass the test? What do you mean?
What do you think it's going to take to pass the polygraph
Honesty?
test? Honesty, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be
I'm an honest person, so I hate liars. So when she was with John, she always had ace bandages and on. Always looked like something was wrong with her.
Sure.
She was always telling me about him putting her hands on her.
Were y'all pretty sexual back then?
We had a couple times, and I told him no the other day just because I was scared.
As far as how she died, what all do you know about how she died?
Alright, this is the very first story we got, alright? It's sickening, honestly. Sorry for cussing. It's really sick to think how many people out there have been gossiping and like making their own stories up, you know what I mean? Like,
what do you think the person that killed her is feeling right now?
I don't know.
I think they're feeling a little guilty about it. Do you think
I think it's your boyfriend, John. Only thing I can say is maybe John did it out of a crime of passion, you know.
Interestingly, Colin admits that he was, in fact, involved in an intimate relationship with Shantae, but he insists that he has been truthful about everything else. However, that claim would soon be put to the test when the polygraph examination begins, and before long, something would happen that would cause Colin to abruptly end the interview.
Hey, what happened? Colin, when we take this test, man, I'm starting to see some things in here that's a little bit concerning to me. You know, you got to be sure to be still when we take the test. First off, secondly, you know, you got to be keep everything the same. As far as when you're answering, there's a little bit of movement going on. Okay. So just everything you do, just be yourself. Okay, is all we're asking. Colin, what do you think the best question to ask you is going to be today?
Did I kill Shantae Blankenship?
Whether it be through strangulation, whether it be through blunt force, whether it be through whatever. Did you physically cause the death of Shantae is what I'm asking, okay? So your response is no. What have you not been honest with me?
I've been honest to you about everything.
Okay, so why is it showing that you're being deceptive about this?
I guess I don't understand how what's showing. Tell me what's showing.
You're not even showing any reactions to those questions where I'm telling you to lie.
That is true.
Where I'm telling you.
Because you told me to stay as far as I can and look at the board, so I'm just saying yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
And you know what? The reactions that we're showing on this is, man, you're off the freaking charts.
Oh wow.
I'm telling you.
Oh wow.
I didn't do anything wrong, and I'd like to leave.
Is here between him and John? Hold on.
I can't force
They're
you
neck
to
and
be
neck.
here, but
They're neck and neck. They are neck and neck. He's drinking water and shit.
I did come in here to clear. I gave DNA right off the bat, the very first one to test for DNA, and I came in here willingly. This is a bunch of crap, man.
You came late. You came late. To be honest, you came late.
I did what I was supposed to do. I was 100% cooperative.
As Colin walks out of the room, detectives begin to believe they may have found their killer. Because while Colin had been adamant that he had nothing to do with Shantae's death, his polygraph results appear to tell a very different story. His elevated emotional responses, reflected in changes to his breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, and perspiration, suggest he may not have been entirely truthful when answering questions about Shantae's death. That said, polygraph results aren't foolproof and aren't admissible in court as proof of guilt. DNA, however, is a very different story. And with DNA samples now collected from John, Colin, and Bobby, detectives believe the answer to who killed Shantae must lie with one of them.
Yep.
The samples are sent to the Tarrant County Medical Examiner's Laboratory in Fort Worth, more than 100 miles away. And while detectives and the entire community wait for answers, the killer remains free to roam the streets. A month passes, and the DNA results finally arrive. But when the DNA profile is entered to the National DNA Database, there are no matches. No match to John, Colin, or Bobby. And no matches to any known offenders in the area. Detectives are left with a troubling possibility. Perhaps their killer wasn't a local, but someone passing through town who had already disappeared for good.
18 months later?
More than a year into the investigation, in October 2017, another investigator who had worked on Shantae's case, Carlisle Gover, would make an incredible discovery. While watching a true crime show, Gover learns about an emerging technology known as DNA phenotyping, a technique that had successfully solved another cold case by generating a snapshot prediction of what...
Bro, this is so funny because he's an actual detective using this show to fucking like he's an actual detective using this true crime show to solve his own case, bro. That's what makes it funny. It's funny as shit. What the fuck?
A person may look like using only their DNA.
So
the next day, Gover rushes to tell the lead detective Scott Bird. Within hours,
I told you, bro. This nigga says the hard R. I'm telling you, he says the hard R. He lets that shit rip. Now, what you say there, son? You said that those there blacks and whites should be equal? If you don't get that liberal sissy shit?
The $4,000 needed for the testing is secured and the DNA is submitted. And as the image slowly begins to take shape, suspects would be eliminated one by one until the true killer turns out to be someone no one ever expected.
Yeah, by the time that the Blankenship case came along, we had a couple of cases that had used the phenotyping information to help solve their cases, given the investigative capabilities that they had at that time, which were not DNA. He managed to avoid leaving any clues that got him caught. But he did leave DNA. He just didn't know that that was going to be the thing that would finally catch him.
This is Dr. Ellen Graytak, Director of Bioinformatics at Parabon Nanolabs, the company behind the snapshot technology detectives used in the hunt for Shantae's killer. Within weeks of receiving the DNA evidence, Parabon's team analyzes the sample and generates a snapshot report predicting the unknown suspect's physical appearance. And as soon as it lands on Scott Bird's desk, he immediately recognizes the man, 21-year-old Ryan Riggs. Years earlier, before entering law enforcement, Bird had taught Ryan in the 5th grade. When detectives dig deeper, they discover Ryan had been there the entire time. He was a longtime family friend, attended Shantae's funeral, rode around with John calling out her name during search parties, and even hugged her parents at the wake. Detectives now know it was
evil
all
as fuck.
an act. A years-long act that Ryan managed to maintain perfectly. On November 9th, officers head straight to his address, but instead, they're met by Ryan's parents, who reveal that he has already fled. Within hours of the image being released, Ryan manages to slip away, and once again, police are back at square one until the following evening at a church service when Ryan decides to do something completely unexpected.
As I do before every service, Scott, I stand in the parking lot greeting people, and there was Ryan standing there with his mother, Michelle, and he said, I'm going to turn myself in tonight. He said, I murdered her. And I said, at that point, I'm going to step out in the parking lot and call Sheriff Hill. We're going to take you to the law enforcement center. He said, yes, sir. I want to confess to them.
To detectives' surprise.
Bro, the scary thing is, that nigga Ryan could have gone away with this whole shit. That's crazy. Bruh, that's crazy, dog. He could have really gone away with this whole shit if he didn't say, I'm going to turn myself in. That's scary as fuck, bro. Oh my god. And this is only 10 years ago. This is only 2017. I hope DNA technology and this facial mapping shit got way more advanced so that... Bro? That's scary as fuck. That's scary as fuck.
Less than an hour ago, Ryan had unexpectedly shown up at a Wednesday night service where he made a horrifying confession. He was responsible for murdering Shantae.
Why did he murder her?
Not only that, he had just walked into the sheriff's office alongside Pastor Keener, saying he wants to turn himself in. Baffled by the situation, detectives bring Ryan into the interrogation room, and when they sit down with him, they let him speak, trying to determine whether this young man in front of them is truly the dangerous killer they've been hunting for nearly 2 years.
So this happened on Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's crazy.
Tell me about that day. How'd you start that day out?
I don't remember how I started the day. It was just like an average day to me. Up until I did what I did. I had stopped and asked her if she needed a ride.
Oh wow.
And she got in my truck. And then out of nowhere, I just put my left arm around her and began to strangle her. I went back to my truck and got a lawnmower blade out of the back of my truck.
Wow.
And I went back to where she was and I beat her to death with it to make sure that she was dead. I've always had this different part of me.
Bro, what the fuck?
It just wants nothing.
A part of me is like, bro, Christianity caused this. Another part of me is like, fuck. If he wasn't Christian, this nigga probably would have never turned himself in. Bro, if this nigga was just like not Christian and not religious, he wouldn't have turned himself in. But at the same point he did this shit, I think because he is a Christian too. One, he's fucked up in the head, of course. But, bro, him being a Christian also does track through a lot.
Nothing but destruction and evil.
Damn, what the fuck?
And whenever I saw her that day,
I ain't gonna lie.
just...
If I was a detective and I heard him say, yeah, part of me just wants destruction and evil, yeah, bro, wrap it up. Put him in handcuffs right now. Put him in solitary confinement. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, let's execute him. Where's the electric car? Where's your fucking electric chair, bro? Get the electric chair. This nigga talking about death and destruction and shit. Lock him up. Throw away the key, all that, bro. Yeah, like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
It took over. So, I knew what I was trying to get.
What were you trying to get?
Kill somebody.
Ryan's description of what he did to Shantae perfectly matches the details from the crime scene. Details that had never been made public. To detectives, it leaves little doubt that he is, in fact, the killer.
If you could say something right now to Shantae, what would you say?
That I'm sorry that I did what I did.
Oh, wow.
And
sick son of a bitch, bro.
Whatever I have coming towards me, I deserve.
Yes, please.
What do you think you deserve?
Death, bro.
Death for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Else? No. All right, Ron, you are officially under arrest for capital murder.
With the charges laid bare, Ryan Riggs ultimately pleads guilty to the capital murder of Shantae.
That's crazy,
When news
bro.
of Ryan's arrest reaches Shantae's mother, Michelle, she releases an emotional statement thanking the community for its support.
Wow.
Hey, everyone. I don't know if everybody knows,
sad,
but we
bro.
caught him. We got him tonight for a capital murder trial. God has blessed us with him. And it breaks my heart because this man went to church with her, and he's just a kid himself. I wanted everyone to know that we appreciate everything y'all have done.
In 2019, Ryan is ultimately sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. But even with Ryan behind bars, the abandoned property where Shantae was found continues to haunt the town. The site became infamously known as the Haunted House. People regularly jumped the fence to explore the property, reopening old wounds for Shantae's family. Eventually, in 2025, both the house and the storm shelter were demolished in an effort to finally bring peace to the community and allow it to move forward.
Yes.
And while this case left Texas shaken by a killer hiding in plain sight, our next case takes us to Florida, where the warning signs were always there, but no one could do anything to stop what was coming.
Or just signal 14, have a lengthy blood trail going to several houses.
Yo, are they teasing another fucking video?
Inside this family home, 21-year-old Dima Tower has just committed the most heinous crime imaginable against his own parents.
What the fuck? Be off him?
Northport Police Department.
Bro, I can't be a fucking police officer. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Nigga like me, I'm finding a grenade, I'm doing it inside the house, and I'm hoping for the worst, bro. Fuck it, bro. If I know everybody in there, if I know the only person in there is like the fucking killer, it's over for y'all niggas, bro.
See bodies.
Lying inside are 2 deceased bodies with over 100 stab wounds.
100?
But the man responsible is already on the run, leading officers on a dangerous multi-hour manhunt as Dima stops at nothing to escape the country. To watch this exclusive Dr. Insanity episode,
bro, W episode, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, did I just give him promo? Anyway, whatever. With that said, that was the video, bro. Pretty interesting, but bro, the sickest part about that was that he was right there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The sickest part of that for me, bro. Like, what the fuck, bro? That's insane. But anyway, with that said, I'm gonna catch you on the next video, man. The Buff Shaman's out. Peace.